Hi, I'm Charkel Lurie. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. This is the market recap for Tuesday, October 15th. Starting with the heat map. Bears feasted on semiconductors today with Nvidia leading the way to the downside and AMD. We had energy take a hit on news that Iran and Israel tensions could be easing, so therefore not an oil shortage. So oil took a hit. Let's take a look at the economic calendar, then we'll get to charts. So tomorrow we have 2-star events. This week we have 2 3-star events happening Thursday morning, and then we also have Netflix earnings Thursday after hours. Okay, let's go look at the charts. So we have an inside bar. Much ado about nothing, maybe not. I wouldn't say that it was much ado about nothing. With this 4-hour pullback, now we're looking for a 4-hour lower high, but on the daily, we have not really torn down the structure that the bulls have built. However, the bear volume is something to note. And again, on the 4-hour, looking for a lower high, and we lost the beloved 4-hour 12 EMA. On Nasdaq, it took a bigger hit. We're in a 4-hour downtrend looking for a 4-hour lower high. On a bounce up, we had ASML with some news today. They leaked earnings. And we also had some other Nvidia and SMH headlines that impacted the semiconductors. And we can see that impact here on the daily candle for Nasdaq. We are looking for a daily lower high compared to 19902. RTY, we have enough room for a daily higher low and a pullback. Indecision doji today with upper wick and lower wicks of bulls buying the dip and bears shorting pops. We've made enough room for an hourly lower high on the next pop up. I should also note that we filled these gaps back here from Friday on the gap up yesterday. We filled the gap on SPY and on QQQ. Still have enough room for a daily higher low on those names. Looking at the Dow had a pretty big down day, almost down 400 points. Financials, which were up in pre-market to new all-time highs, quickly gave back gains in regular trading hours. We'll take a look at those. So Dow, we're holding 42986. We broke the low by $22 so far. We're looking for an hourly lower high on the next bounce and a 4-hour lower high. With today's consolidation that began, we saw a bounce in VIX making room for a 4-hour higher low. So now that daily higher low is likely set at 1944. So we'll see where that hourly higher low gets put in. Bitcoin, we have a diamond bearish reversal pattern, and forgive my drawing, I do have the magnet on. But this is a bearish reversal pattern we see on the hourly. We have 4-hour inside bars. We have enough room for a daily higher low on a pullback. We're finishing green, which is still an accomplishment, but man, did they give back all of this buying power. And that's the nature of a diamond bearish reversal pattern. When you have all this buying power to push up price and give it all back promptly. So we have a little 15-minute head and shoulders at the moment. Ethereum, we have a 15-minute EQ. It also has an hourly diamond bearish reversal pattern. Needs to break 253647 to confirm. The dollar is closing with an hourly bull flag. Had a nice recovery from this morning's weakness. Daily inside bar, plenty of room for a daily higher low on a pullback. 4-hour holding the 12 EMA neatly. Gold had a great day considering how strong the dollar recovered. We're closing with an hourly EQ. And we have enough room for a 4-hour higher low on the next pullback on gold. This still could be a weekly bull flag. It isn't game over for gold bulls yet, but dollar will need to sit down to help those gold bulls. Doesn't necessarily need to sit down, but it would help. We have oil losing the daily 50 MA and the daily uptrend today. We couldn't quite get over the daily 50 MA. We have API estimates in 11 minutes, and we have inventory tomorrow. On the 4-hour, we're closing with a potential bear flag. We're looking for a weekly higher low. 4-hour got oversold, but we know that oil and nat gas commodities in general can get a little more extended than we anticipate. So just be careful trying to buy that dip. Again, a potential 4-hour bear flag. Semis, Huge bear volume on today's candle. We do have enough room for a daily high or low. Is this the start of incoming consolidation, setting that potential monthly high or low on semis? Possibly. Bears will be looking for reverse back burners tomorrow. And what I mean by reverse back burner is looking for shorter term time frame, top fish setups like 5 and 15 minute overbought conditions during regular trading hours. AMD double daily inside bar bear break and loss of the daily 200 MA. We are looking for a weekly high or low. We closed 4-hour oversold. A gap down tomorrow could be an opportunity for buying. We'll have to measure things in the morning and see how they look. If you're part of TCG and the open show, I'll be covering that at open. ASML, someone leaked earnings, and man, did it take a nosedive, down $141 on the day. It had some temporary bounces. However, we're closing with potential hourly bear flag. It was horrific, and it really weighed on the semiconductors as a whole. Same thing for ASML. You'll be looking for reverse back burners for potential top fish setups. AVGO, we have a daily downtrend confirmed now. We're looking for a potential weekly high or low, and bears will be looking to top fish 4-hour lower highs tomorrow. Let me just kind of give you a visual for that. When I say lower high, it could be anywhere in this area. It doesn't necessarily have to be a 4-hour bear flag, but bears will be looking for shorter term time frame setups like equilibriums or stair steps to position for that 4-hour lower high. Nvidia, very similar. We're looking for 4-hour lower highs, and that could be anywhere in here. On the daily, we lost this support of 131. If we tighten it up a little bit, we're still looking for a 2-day high or low on Nvidia. We'll see how bulls fare tomorrow. Can they buy that dip? 4-hour is not oversold. Hourly is oversold. We'll see if we could get a gap down tomorrow. That could be an interesting scenario for a potential buy. Apple, beautiful gap up, unable to maintain it with market overall weakness. Just picked a bad day to get a new all-time high. I guess it's never a bad day for a new all-time high. It's just you want to maintain these gains, and bulls were unable to with market heaviness. Tesla tried to get its oversold bounce going and quickly got put back into its place. We closed with potential daily bear flag. This is not a good look at all. Hourly EMAs and 50 MA continue to be resistance for Tesla. It was able to hold the low of the prior day and close green. I guess that's an accomplishment compared to its peers. However, still not a good look on the daily. XLF, new all-time high. And we had some elevated bear volume here with bank earnings giving it back. GS had a big move up, gave it all back, held the prior day low, but still closed pretty weak in red. Bank of America, big move up on earnings, gave it all back. XLV was weak on the back of United Healthcare earnings. They're down 8% on the day. J&J had earnings this morning. They closed green. However, the sector as a whole was unable to help it, closing with a 15-minute potential bear flag. Then finally, DJT. If we look at the volume on DJT on the daily, this is a volume climax here as we rejected from the daily 200 MA. Dan was all over this one today. And they did have headlines, unable to sell their coin online or something like that. On the next bounce, bears will be looking for an hourly lower high compared to today's high. So you'll be looking for reverse back burners on DJT, looking for 5 or 15 minute overbought conditions during regular trading hours. So the daily stair step broke by 14 cents. We broke the prior day low. Bulls bought the dip here. We got a little lower wick of bulls buying the dip. But again, a huge rejection at the daily 200 MA, potential volume climax. Bounces are for shorting until the bulls prove otherwise. And overall, we'll see what the rest of the week holds. And we have Amazon earnings next week. And don't forget, we have a FOMC interest rate decision the week of elections. So elections will be Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we have the FOMC interest rate decision. So big weeks coming ahead. And we'll be there with you. All right.